Hi, I'm at the Arts Theatre today and I'm going to be making up Ruby Wax, who's been a friend of mine for more years than I can think. And she's doing her one-woman show and it's being filmed. So I'm going to make her look as good as I possibly can for the camera and also for the back of the house where there will be a live audience watching her do her show. And you might think it's not really relevant to you and your lives, but in fact it is, because I'm going to try and make Ruby look as good as I possibly can to give her the confidence and just to make her feel good about herself, to be able to go out there and do what she does.
So you're doing the talking throughout this?
I'll just talk about what I'm doing.
Okay.
And you can say what you usually say, which is, shouldn't it be a bit more up here?
Give me cat's eyes.
Yeah,
I have no bags.
I know. But it's also feels nice.
Okay.
You don't have any bags, no.
Why do you think that is?
Just leave those iPads on for a little bit while I find a bass that works for you. It's by Alice Fass and it's a fantastic bass.
Is it
Harvey
cheap?
Nicking.
Can you get me a deal?
I could probably get you one.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm just going to spit out my chewing gum.
Yeah, so unprofessional.
I'm going to use a little bit of a primer to help the makeup stay on, because this makeup's going to stay on through 2 shows. Yeah. I just thought I'd use this one today.
Because it's from the furthest away.
Yeah. The hardest to get.
Yep.
But you're probably going to make me leave everything behind that I use on you.
I'm locking the room. You can get out.
Looking at your makeup, I think, did I give you this?
Maybe.
I can't imagine how you got that.
5 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so I've slammed on this base. I'm now going to use a foundation brush so that it sinks into her skin so it doesn't look like there's something sitting on top of her face.
Can't you leave that in? Oh, you put it over your eyelids.
Put it everywhere. Because, and I'm going to put it down your neck, because often people make themselves up and they stop at their chin.
That's what I do.
And then you have this sort of mask. And then you have your neck.
Now you tell me, after 40 years in show business.
Yeah.
Oh, on the ears too?
Yeah. Well, you blend it away. You know, when you're doing makeup on film and you see people's faces and their ears are a completely different colour, it's still the same in real life. Because the worst thing I see in real life is women who have a heavy base on and then it suddenly ends. Because even if they blended it all around, they'd get away with it a lot more. The idea being that you don't really want to look like you've got a foundation on. Okay, I'm just going to highlight the inside corners of your eyes.
Another thing.
There's a lot of things going to come out.
I'll never do this.
I know, but you never have to.
Well, what if I'm suddenly discovered and I'm in movies?
Well,
then I'll have you.
Yeah. If it's a big enough movie.
I'm on the threshold.
I know, Rue. This is a blusher that gives you a real glow without looking like you've got anything on, because it's completely translucent. It's a fantastic product. I actually love this product. So, you might think I'm going a bit strong in a cheek colour, but don't panic, Rue, because when I powder you, it will come down. The other thing that's good to know, it's good to think, the colour of your face and your chest and everything that's showing should be in the same world.
Who knew?
So that if you take the rosiness down to your chest and up around the face, it all gives you a glow, a gorgeous, healthy glow. Okay, I'm powdering everything, because when I start your eyes, I want a matte base so I can blend well. Something where I'm afraid you haven't mastered over all these years, the blending thing.
No, but I'm hoping you could teach me.
I'm putting powder very heavily under your eye.
Oh God, yes. I see where we're going with this.
Because we're using black eyeshadow on you, because you like a strong makeup. When the black falls down on your cheekbones, you just brush it away. It doesn't go all mucky and muddy. Plus, the other benefit I found of this technique is that it highlights slightly under the eye. Your eye looks pale underneath and it makes them go...
God, I never knew this.
So I'm just going to leave that there while I do your eye makeup. And what I'm going to do is put a sort of powdery base over your eyelid. Don't worry about all this powder before you say anything.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just so happy I'm getting these free.
So this is actually a powder foundation by Canebo.
Oh, yeah, another easy one.
Harvey Nichols.
Yeah,
Online.
I'm not going there.
I'm not giving you this either.
Okay.
Put it all over your lid. It lifts the lid and it gives a very good base for the eyeshadow to be blended well out on. Then I'm just putting a pale eyeshadow over your whole lid. I'm just knocking off, when I'm with that,
Yeah.
blowing isn't really hygienic for a makeup artist.
Okay.
Even though I do blow a lot. So tap off the excess powder. Get the shape in. I'm getting the initial shape in with the powder, and then I'm going to build up on that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I'm putting the black, very black Carbon by MAC on your inner socket just to really punch it.
Oh, that's good. I really need this, huh? Before I put the base on?
No, you don't, but you
Okay.
don't like to powder. You like to schwitz all over the place.
I don't schwitz.
Okay, so when you're blending, do circular motions.
Let's see. Oh, blending. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not blending yet. When you put it in, you don't circle.
I am circling now, blending it out, and then
Okay.
I'm going to,
Then you dab it. That's how you do it?
yeah. Could you go on as comfortably with absolutely nothing on your face?
No, I mean, because I'm pale and it wouldn't work on stage. But in real life, I walk around with no makeup. It's not appetizing, but I do.
You know, I put my makeup on every day, even if I'm just going to Sainsbury's, because I feel better about facing the world. Close again. So you keep checking in the mirror at a distance to make sure that both sides are even. I'm going on a lash line. This is a heavier makeup than I'm going to do for your OBE ceremony. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just angling this. It's sort of almost like a soft powder eyeline. I'm angling it up so you get that sort of whooshing up feel, lifting the face.
Okay.
Look up. Now I can brush away that powder from underneath your eyes. I feel like you think you need more black under your eyes. Do you?
Yeah, a little more bigger, you know, smudged.
Up. I knew that from the expression on your face. Better.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, thanks.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. You would hope.
After 50 years.
Yeah. What type of eyeline do you like, Rue?
All the way from there and a little out.
It's important to ask people how they do things within their own makeup, because you don't always want people to look like they've been made up by a makeup artist. You want a sense of who they are and what they usually look like. Otherwise everyone's going to end up looking so similar. I'm going to brush your eyebrows while that's drying, so keep closed. So you really want to get any excess makeup off your eyebrows. Okay, so this is an Hourglass eyebrow pencil. We don't want your eyebrows to be too overwhelmingly dark. And you know, Rue, how to make them the right length. The little trick.
What's the trick?
You put the brush on your nostril. You put it
I didn't know this.
against the corner of your eye. And where it ends, by your eyebrow, you just make a little mark and you can take it out. So that's the right proportion for your face.
Okay.
Oh, can anyone read this?
Oh, God, it's...
Well, you think you won't be able to read it.
Yeah, I can read it. My eyes are perfect. Where is it?
There.
I can't read that. Do you need to curl them?
I'm not going to, actually. They're not too bad.
But when you curl them, do you do it before or after?
I do it before.
Okay.
And then, if it doesn't do much, because sometimes you curl them, you put your mascara on, and by the time you've done that, they've gone straight again.
Okay.
So then I let them dry, and I very carefully recurl them again. So we could try that, if it doesn't look good. I'll just let that dry a minute. And in the meantime, I'm just going to put a bit of this on your lips. I'm just doing a pencil line, Rue, just to make it look clean. Otherwise, I might not, because I don't usually use pencils. Just feel the urge.
Okay.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Okay, this is your very dry Ruby Woo.
Okay. See, when I put it on without that cream, it sticks much more.
I know. You can refresh it later before you go on.
Okay.
Nice, gorgeous mouth you have, Rue.
Well, now I do. Thanks to Naomi Donne. Thanks to Naomi Donne. But is it okay for me just to put it on stage without the brush?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's okay
Okay.
to do anything.
Well, this is very complicated, how I do my hair. It takes a really long time to get it right. This is it. And voila.
Fab. Well done.
That's my hair.
Well done, Rue. And that's you ready for your show.
Okay, thank you.
You look beautiful, Rue.
I know, Miss Naomi. Thank you, Naomi Donne, for making me very beautiful. It's a miracle.
That's what you always said to me over the years.
It's
a miracle, Miss Naomi.
Should I sing the Ellis Fast theme tune?
Yeah, go on.
Ellis Fast, Ellis Fast, Ellis Fast, Ellis Fast. Don't you get them for nothing?
Well, I will now.